Alright, so we're back with another game. You guys already know how it goes. This is the Revelstoke Arctic Fire matching up against the San Diego Trash Pandas. So this is another good matchup. It's one that we kind of get to see a rematch of from preseason. Obviously, all these teams faced off against each other then. So there we see Hoffman and Kennedy getting the opening handshake as the teams get ready. And holy, that guy in the background was buff. So we're going to see Throwsworth and Selich taking this first draw. Selich wins it. Loose ball gets picked up by Finnegan, though, who makes a quick pass to Casper. Erez by himself. Kennedy manages to get in front of that shot, though. Alex Selich moves the ball up to Nikita Kapranov, and we see some good movement. A tipped pass there, though. Dusty Adders already out on DMs. We fix that issue. Adders picks up that loose ball. Walensky has it behind the net, and there's some good movement here as Bezos Jr. takes a shot, but Hoffman manages to clean that up. So, you know, between these two teams coming into this week, we see a little bit of a disparity. I mean, Revelstoke has won both their games, but is also one of the worst defensive teams in the league right now. Some good movement going on. A nice turnover there. Adolphus Orlando with the ball. I'm just going to pull up some of the statistics from week 2 here, which has now been updated in the index. Oh, Walensky moves that ball up to Preston Bezos. Nice hit there. Selich is going to recover that ball. Oh, shit. I'm on PC. Jesus, where's my controller? There it is. Okay. Replay. I think. Yeah, there we go. Lucas Finnegan, it's me. All right. Lucas Finnegan with the hit. Oh, and then he gets murdered by Alex Selich. So, back and forth. Lucas Finnegan picks up a hit. And then Alex Selich puts him on the ground. Selich has been playing really well this season so far. We've seen a lot of good two-way play from him. Adders on the outside rims a shot at the net. He's playing a little bit more of an offensive midi here, but you can definitely see that he's beating it back to play DM. He's up at the top there. He's covering his man Erez behind the net, but he turns over that ball, and Dusty Adders is going to move it back up. Adders moves that ball to Selich. Selich back to Adders. Adders has a man inside. Murphy's far out, but he could take a nice shot from here and find the back of the net. OM31 is on. Back to Murphy. On the inside to Adders, who takes the shot. And Adders scores a goal. A defensive midi putting up a goal. That's something that we don't really get to see that often. Adders has been playing absolutely magnificently. That's awesome to see from a guy like him. And we're going to go figure out who dished out that hit. That was Makoto Azusagawa. So, two guys that are familiar with each other for sure. So, we've got 3 hits on the board now. 2 for San Diego and 1 for Revelstoke. Lucas Finnegan has the ball. He moves it down low to Palas Erez. Erez to Speedicus. Speedicus has Casper in front, who takes the shot. There'll be nothing there, and that hit from Revelstoke is going to be a penalty for a push from behind, and that's going to be on Adolphus Orlando. San Diego will take the ball down low. Erez has it in front to Casper, who takes the shot, but Kennedy is there to stop it. Kennedy already playing really well this game. DM31 has the ball and moves it to Richard Soccer. Soccer has it down to Murphy, who we haven't seen a whole lot of since his big preseason performance. DM32 is on, who moves it to DM31. Zoldyk has it. Takes the shot, but Hoffman is there to make the save. And the ball is back in San Diego possession, with Finnegan moving it up to D12. And D12 finding his man in Chad Throwsworth, who's going to walk inside, take a shot that rebounds off, and Barbie is going to recover it. The Arctic Fire moved the ball to Jeffrey Murphy, who's down low. Zoldyk has the ball. Down the net, Preston Bezos Jr. walks inside. We saw a nice walk-in play from him last week. Walensky has the ball now to DM31. They're going to have to get a shot off pretty quick here with 10 seconds left. Preston Bezos to Lucas Finnegan, who gets that interception. Down to Chad Throwsworth, and San Diego's going to work their way back up the field. Finnegan has a man in Casper who could have shot, but he strays back. Behind the net to Speedicus. Speedicus to Erez, who's dancing that crease, but no dice for the Trash Pandas as they continue to try and opt for those outside shots. And we definitely saw, I mean, they had 1 field goal during the preseason put up by Lucas Finnegan. But they haven't been able to score from the outside since, and I think that's been a big problem for them as they're still trying to take a lot of those shots on the guys who are playing up in shooter and who are playing up in top. You know, a lot of those outside shots. Casper's on the inside. He moves it to Chad Throwsworth, who has a nice lane. Finnegan, in a good opportunity. FO11 has it and takes the shot, and Brennan Kennedy comes up big with the save. So the ball's moving back down now. Dusty Adders has it, passes it off to Preston Bezos Jr. Down to Walensky, who takes a little bit of pressure. Zaldic has the ball, and he manages to find the back of the net. That was a beautiful play put forward by the Arctic Fire, and I just realized that I forgot to change Zaldic's number again. I swear I did it, so I have no idea how it is that he's still out on the field not wearing 17. I swear on my life that I changed that. Alright. Revelstoke is now up 2-0 over the Trash Pandas in the first period here. So we're seeing a little bit more of that offense that they have as Dusty Adders is taking primarily a secondary role, but there we go. Right as I was talking about that defense that the Arctic Fire are putting up, Palas Erez manages to find himself all alone as Chad Throwsworth gets an assist, and this game is a 2-1 game. Back of the draw here, Throwsworth and Selic are lining up. Nice clamp put down there by Selic. He's going to win that draw. Selic moves the ball to himself again because they're both on at the moment. Jeffrey Murphy to Alex Selic. Selic back up to Zaldic. Zaldic has already got a goal tonight, so he's already looking good. Walensky turns over the ball to Azu Sagawa, and Throwsworth moves it to Finnegan. Back to Throwsworth. That's going to cut down inside as Casper picks it up. Casper's going to wing that out to the guy coming on and bought 50. Palas Erez has it. Now down to Lucas Finnegan. And we haven't seen a whole lot of Finnegan. Oh, here he is, though. And he gets flattened over and over every time that this guy is taking shots. He is being melted as Sadolphus Orlando picks up his second hit of the game. And Orlando is looking really hot so far. Adders has the ball here, moves it to Alex Selic. Down to Walensky, who's up by himself. He finds the side of the net. What a beautiful goal put forward there. He knew exactly where he was going with that shot, going short side, right under Hoffman's stick. Very, very nice goal put forward by Dan Walensky at 0-15. Alright, the draw goes there. Selic wins it, but the ground ball is picked up by the Trash Pandas, and Kennedy makes a save, and that'll probably cap off the first quarter here, unless Revelstoke tries to make a long bomb pass like they've seemed to do in the past couple games. Zaldic takes the shot, but no success coming from that. Alright, we're opening up this second quarter here. Throwsworth wins it, and again, we have a face-off man pass to himself. Erez, alone in front, he manages to rip off a shot, but it's going to get deflected off of the foot of Brennan Kennedy. Adders has it now, moves it to Zaldic. Zaldic is one of the only... Oh, big hit coming out there. We're going to check who that was. That was Daniel McDavid putting forward his first hit of the night. And Dusty Adders has it behind the net, trying to move this ball around. Not a whole lot of offense coming here. Preston Bezos is forced to take a very far-out shot. McDavid slings a sub-pass over. Lucas Finnegan has the ball, moves it to FO11. FO11 down to Z Casper. Casper takes an odd pass that ends up being caught by Brennan Kennedy, and the ball is back in Revelstoke possession. Alex Selic is moving the ball up the field now. DM32 has it. He takes a shot, but Nelson gets in the way. And Finnegan is back doing what he does best, transitioning that ball up the field. Bot 50 has it, down to Maximus Speedicus. Speedicus to Z Casper. And Casper loses the ball, but Finnegan picks it up to Bot 50. And San Diego's going to get a shot here, but Selic gets in the way. A good turnover by Selic there. And he's going to try and help move that ball up. He's playing switch, and he's doing a very good job of it so far. Walensky has the ball behind the net, but he's going to almost get pushed out of bounds by San Diego's defender. Adders has the ball, and Hoffman makes a diving save, which is going to be worthy of this week's highlight reel. Let's replay that back here. Nice dive save by Hoffman here. Beautiful catch. And that's going to be coming at 328. Alright, the ball moves back inside. And here we have it. Zaldic has the ball down low. OM21, Zaldic takes the shot, but Hoffman gets in the way. And the ball is back in San Diego possession. Lucas Finnegan has it, transitioning it up the field now. Z Casper's down low. Lots of pressure coming from Revelstoke's defender there. He's got to get it away. Speedicus has the ball, moves it to Erez. Erez trying to cut through. He gets off a nice spin dodge. Finnegan takes a wild shot after some crazy hand movement, but Kennedy's going to come up big with the save here. Adders has the ball, moves it to Dan Walensky, who's already got a goal tonight. Walensky to Zaldic. Zaldic's trying to find his way to the net, but Hoffman intercepts a pass, and the ball is back in San Diego possession. Lucas Finnegan here moves the ball to Chad Throwsworth. Finnegan is open down low. He looks like he's playing a little bit low here. And he's going to put some pressure on Orlando here to move the ball, and Adders has now got it, moving up the right side of the field. Adders down to Murphy. Murphy gets a little bit of chop there, but he manages to get away with it. Bezos Jr. to Murphy, the Jeffrey connection. Zaldic in front, and he finds it all by himself. And there was a hit there behind the net as well, coming from Felix Nelson. But that was a great play put forward by Revelstoke there. And Nelson managed to lay him out. We can see him just flying behind the net. But alas, Nelson wasn't able to stop that from happening, and it's now a 4-1 game with the Arctic Fire safely in the lead. Although we did see the Arctic Fire were down, I think, 3 goals. Oh, Throwsworth takes a little hit. See what happened there. OM32, no one important. Alright. Now OM31 has the ball, moves it down to Jeffrey Murphy. Up to DM32, who just subbed on. Kalau Zaldic has it on the side. Dan Walensky takes the shot. It's going to ricochet. Murphy moves it back up to Walensky. And this shot clock is still raining down as nothing was going off the goaltenders there. Hoffman to McDavid. McDavid bought 50, taking some pressure. He's going to have to get that ball off his stick. DM11 comes on, so we can see a lot of these guys are pretty tired. Z Casper with the ball, moves it to FO11. FO11 loses it, and it's picked up by OM31. We've got an odd man rush here. Can Revelstoke take advantage of this? They have a couple of guys on San Diego right now. One guy inside. They don't pressure hard enough, though, and Zaldic's going to drop behind the net here, where he seems to have been playing a lot of lacrosse so far. Selic comes on and moves it to Preston Bezos. Takes a little bit of a shove, but nothing comes of it. Daniel McDavid has the ball here. The ball goes all the way down to Patches O'Houlihan. Palas Erez in front, and he finds fine twine here. Very nice shot coming from Palas Erez as Nikita Kapranov gets the hit. That was just a simple shove. Maybe a little bit of an exaggeration put forward there by Erez. But you never know. And we're back to the draw. Ball is moved down inside. Casper has it up to Bot 50. Bot 50 has the ball to Lucas Finnegan. And Finnegan's going to be looking to create some offense this game. We haven't seen a whole lot of him offensively so far in the regular season. Obviously, he was doing pretty hot in preseason. Had a nice couple of games there. Walensky moves the ball to Preston Bezos Jr. to DM31, who gives a light little shot to Hoffman. Nothing important. And San Diego is back. Finnegan has the ball once again. To Bot 50 to Palas Erez. Erez to Finnegan. Finnegan moves it to Throwsworth. Oh, but the connection is not there. The goal does not go in. Throwsworth still needing to work on that shooting, even after preseason and some changes that were made by the San Diego Trash Pandas. He's still not being able to find the back of the net there. And this is going to conclude the second quarter of play and the first half as we move into the third quarter here. Another draw happening here between Throwsworth and Selic. Throwsworth wins it, and we get to see Tim Ito deliver a pizza ball, who we haven't actually seen a whole lot this game. Finnegan has the ball up top to Speedicus. Speedicus trying to work his way in but can't find anything, and Palazares has to drop behind. O'Houlihan, FO11 finds it, but Brennan Kennedy is there to make the big save. So Dusty Adders moving the ball up now for Revelstoke. We've already seen that he has a goal today. The first goal put forward by a defensive midfielder, I think, so far. Zaldic has it, wings a wild one, but Hoffman gets in the way. And it's going to be, ooh, big hit coming in there. Put forward by a Revelstoke attacker. He just got obliterated. Alright, let's figure out who that was. That was Jeffrey Murphy. Alright, let me get this all written down. Palazares has the ball, but he turns it over there. Not a great spot for a turnover. And another hit coming out there. Put up by Makoto Azusagawa. The pass is going to go out, and we just saw Hoffman making another missed pass. He's had a ton of those so far this season, just giving over the ball over and over. Dusty Adders with a second goal this game. He's inside on that goal. And this guy is just all over the field now with some offensive presence, some defensive presence, and you have a defensive midfielder who's just having the game of his life. That is the second goal this game put forward, you know, by a defensive midi. We hadn't even seen one in like 7 or 8 games that we've simmed, but we just got to see a second one. Alex Selic has the ball and moves it to Preston Bezos Jr. Revelstoke. Oh, hit coming from San Diego there. Let's check and see who that was. Looks like maybe Nelson. It's Tim Ito deliver a pizza ball. So we're totally wrong. Let's get that all written out. Ito deliver a pizza ball is now in my dictionary because I can't spell it right. Finnegan has the ball, moves it down to Speedicus. Speedicus in front to Erez. Erez rings one down. And Speedicus and Erez are combining for a lot of points so far. These guys have been a really dynamic duo. Erez has been absolutely great shooting from the inside. He's in a perfect position. And he wings a sidearm shot in. So this game is at 5-3 now with about half of the third quarter gone. Throwsworth and Selic, a very hard fight. Selic comes out on top, tries to chase down the ball, but San Diego wins it. Throwsworth has it now to Erez. Can the Trash Pandas mount an attack here? Bought 50, but Kennedy comes up big once again. Alex Selic has the ball, moving it into the San Diego Trash Pandas area, down to Jeffrey Murphy. He gets hit, and that hit, I think, actually might have been Ito deliver a pizza ball again. Nope, now it's Felix Nelson. I can't tell the difference between these two guys. Lots of people I can figure out who they are just by looking at them. I don't need the names, but these two I can't for some reason. Throwsworth has it down to O'Houlihan. O'Houlihan needs to move that ball, so he gets it to Finnegan. Finnegan to Throwsworth. Throwsworth takes the shot, but that is going to go straight into Kennedy's stick, and it's not really going to make any impact. Ball kind of rolls down, and Revelstoke's going to get an opportunity. Alex Selic inside. Dusty Adders has it again. He takes a shot. He's been just going wild so far, and we have a time violation there. Ball's coming up now. Lucas Finnegan has it. I think that for some reason now Adders is playing offensive midi, but it would appear that he's not doing a bad job of it, and Alex Selic gets a hit there. Jeffrey Murphy has the ball, moves it across to OM 31. 31 to Selic. The ball kind of ricochets off someone. Nelson picks it up. He's going to try and keep that in bounds. Does so successfully, and San Diego's going to get an opportunity to move this ball up the field. Throwsworth has it now. Needs to find a man. He's got Finnegan in the middle. Finnegan rips a shot. Oh, and it just barely gets deflected by Kennedy, who comes up with a huge save here. Let's play that one more time. Kennedy, you can see here, he gets ready for the shot. It deflects off his stick. He looks back at it, and it actually comes and hits the post and falls down to the ground before Kennedy lunges down for that ball and gets in the way of it, almost actually knocking it back into his own net, but catching it right in his stick there and making the pass. Great save. Put forward by Kennedy there. Alright, ball is moving up. Daniel McDavid has it now. A little bit of a reach by a Revelstoke defender there, trying to snag a little intercepted pass, but can't quite get it. Speedicus has the ball, moves it up top to D12, D12 to Z Casper. Casper to Erez. Erez has a man in front, but he's under heavy coverage. No one's on Speedicus. Casper rips a shot from the outside. That's an easy save for Brennan Kennedy. He doesn't have any difficulty with those guys down low. And there's some pressure put forward by San Diego here. Jeffrey Murphy trying to find a lane, but he can't do it. Preston Bezos takes a wild shot that actually almost finds that top right corner. Would have been a beautiful field goal. Azusagawa brings it to bot 50, but a nice play by Dan Walensky, and then a hit immediately after. This was a crazy little moment here, and I can't select. It's Felix Nelson. Felix Nelson with a great hit. So we already see some Z Casper, and he finds the back of the net. So Casper is a player that, as we've talked about, we haven't seen a whole lot of him so far during the season, and he gets a little moment to shine there. Look at how he stacks up to that defender. I think that's Orlando there. Look at that size difference. That is huge. Casper is a tiny little guy out there. Face-off going here by Selic and Throwsworth. Selic wins it, and he's going to get down the floor, or the field. Jeffrey Murphy, oh, but he rings it off the post, and that's going to go out of bounds, but I think that's going to be Revelstoke ball. Yep, comes back with them. All right, pass comes. Dusty Adders has it, moves it to DM31 into Zoldyck. Zoldyck swings a sub shot, and it is saved by Austin Hoffman. Daniel McDavid has the ball now, moves it up to bot 50. Bot 50 to D12. Lots of San Diego bots on right now. They're pretty tired. You can even see bot 50 has basically no energy left in him. And Z Casper is pretty low as well. Those attack guys playing hard, long games. Casper's trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Speedicus moves it up top to bot 50. And that will cap off the third quarter as we come back with another face-off here. Ball is won by Chad Throwsworth. He moves it to Erez. This is a 5-4 game. It's close. Z Casper gets a shot, but Brennan Kennedy goes down on one knee to make that save. Adders moves the ball to Alex Selic. Selic to Zoldyck. Zoldyck to Preston Bezos Jr. Adders has it down low. He's actually playing in low right now, which is interesting, and he makes a very far out missed pass. No shot counted there, so it's going to be San Diego's ball as they move it up to Chad Throwsworth. And we can see Finnegan right there in the middle of the field. He has a couple of options. Z Casper, tiny little guy, playing right inside right now. He could get lit up from every direction. Finnegan moves the ball to bot 50. Bot 50 down to Throwsworth. Throwsworth panics, throws it to Speedicus. Speedicus to Casper. Casper to Finnegan, and he's going to have to rip a shot from the outside just to get that shot clock reset. And Sadolphus Orlando will take the ball for Revelstoke. OM31 now with the ball. Dusty Adders passes it to OM31. Zoldyck has the ball back inside to Murphy. Murphy rips a shot, but Finnegan gets in the way. That'll be a created turnover. Makes pass to Daniel McDavid to Throwsworth. Almost a big hit there. Speedicus on the inside. Casper trying to dart around that crease, but he doesn't have the speed quite yet. And Erez gets lit up by Nikita Kapranov. Has his head down trying to make that swim move, and that's the biggest issue that we see with a lot of guys. Even if you watch some NCAA lacrosse, you'll see a lot of... Oh! Walensky finds the bottom of the net. That might have been number 3 for him. I think it's just number 2. That's a big problem that we see even with like NCAA or MLL lacrosse, is you see a lot of guys when they go for that swim move, they're looking down almost to, you know, gloat a little bit, and a lot of those guys make that mistake where they're open, and O'Houlihan, he scores. Erez adding an assist on that goal. San Diego is trying to keep themselves in here. It's a 6-5 game. This is really close right now. And Kennedy actually made that save. It just bounced off of his foot, it looks like. And into the net. Yeah, hit him on the inside of the leg. That's going to sting in the morning. That's not a good place to take a ball. I can tell you from experience, lots of balls to the kneecaps. That sounds very, very bad. All right, San Diego taking a penalty here. That penalty is going to be assigned, I think, to Throwsworth. Yep, Chad Throwsworth taking a penalty there. So Walensky has the ball down low, moves it up top to Adders. They have a guy inside. There was a nice option there, but they didn't take it. Adders has it, moves it to Murphy. Murphy taking a shot, and Hoffman recovers it. And the ball is moved up now by B50. Body McBotpants has it and moves it to Throwsworth, who's now back on the... Actually, that's the midfielder version of him. So, Ares has it, takes a shot. Casper now. Casper scores, and it's a 6-6 game with just over half, or just under half, sorry, of the last quarter being over. Couple of nice rebounds there, and the Trash Pandas, with 0.1 seconds left, that's actually a short-handed goal for them. Barbie there moves it to Murphy. Murphy has a guy in front. He sees him. Zoldyck. Oh, Zoldyck scores a goal to immediately bring the Arctic Fire back in. That looks like it was almost a crease violation. Actually, that may have been a crease violation that the ref just missed. If we zoom in here, this is why we have instant replay, right, guys? We see Zoldyck comes in here, steps. Oh, that's close. That's close. Zoldyck's feet actually... That evasion, he just slides across the crease and pivots and comes back forward. That's close, but that is going to be a call. That is going to be a goal, and he makes that shot. Some great ability to dance that crease shown by Zoldyck there. Selic picks up the ball, or wins the faceoff, but loses the ground ball. Ares has it, and San Diego's going to try and recover here, but Orlando has the ball now. Kapranov moving it upfield, brings it to Adders. Adders does a little swim dodge, moves it to OM31. OM31, a little bit of pressure here. Murphy has it behind the net. Finds his guy in front. Zoldyck takes a shot, but Hoffman is there to save it. And San Diego moves the ball back up the field. Finnegan to Throwsworth. Throwsworth is going to look for his man, which will likely be Ares down low. It's O'Houlihan, actually. Finnegan on the inside. Ares... Oh, but Ares steps in. He almost has a very nice attacking goal. But alas, he can't get it. Orlando moving the ball up to Preston Bezos Jr. All the Revelstoke needs to do here is just hold on for this last little bit to get this win. And I think they can. They've got good enough offense. They can work the ball up here at the top like you're seeing right now. That was a bad time for a shot with, like, I think 14 seconds left on the shot clock. They really want to be draining down this clock right now. Throwsworth has the ball. He's going to move that across to Patches O'Houlihan. O'Houlihan to Lucas Finnegan. Finnegan still hasn't done a whole lot this game. He's forced a couple of turnovers here. Finnegan moves it down inside to Throwsworth. Throwsworth takes the shot, but he can't find the net again. He is alone inside that slot, and he's just not managing to get those shots off. Revelstoke moves it down low. Murphy has it. He had a guy across the crease, but misses him. Zoldyck to Murphy. Murphy back to Selic. Selic takes a shot, but Hoffman ropes that one, and great save by Hoffman. Finnegan has the ball now. San Diego has to work faster. They need to get it to somebody who can score. O'Houlihan has a lane, takes the shot, but it's no goal. And Revelstoke's Kennedy is standing on his net in this standing on his head in this last little bit here. Great goaltending performances. He's trying to hold on for the win. Zoldyck by himself in the front. Walensky takes a shot, and that might be the one that puts it away for the Trash Pandas here. Very nice goal. Actually, a rebound. We've seen some interesting goals this game, but that was straight off of the stick of Hoffman actually making the first save. And it looks like the clock's probably going to wind down here unless San Diego has some magic up their sleeve. Ares moves it down to bot 50. Bot 50 trying to find a guy in front. Speedicus shoots, but it is no goal. And the ball is going to be moved back up by the Arctic Fire, who just need to drain out this last couple seconds on the clock. Walensky has it, moves it to OM30-31, back to Jeffrey Murphy. Murphy in front of the net to Jeffrey Preston Bezos Jr., who takes a shot. And San Diego adds a hit at the end there, making sure they add a little bit of damage to Revelstoke. Felix Nelson to bot 50. That ball's got to get upfield fast if they want any chance. Throwsworth to O'Houlihan, who shoots. And that, if that would have been a field goal, they would have tied the game. But Revelstoke will take this win 8-6 in regulation. Great game played by both teams. Some actually really good offense by two teams that are predominantly defensive-oriented. And although we've seen, you know, some really great play put forward by Erez and by Finnegan and Speedicus from San Diego, they couldn't get it done this game. So we're going to head over and we're going to snip some of these and get this all sorted out. And you guys can look at these stats while I do it. So Walensky with the player of the game there. He had 3 goals as well. This pisses me off. Why was Adders playing offensive midi? Well, fuck it. We're gonna... No, Adders is the only person having a problem with this. Alright. I think that's all of our stats that have been snipped. I believe so. Yeah. So we will exit. And we're gonna come back here with Michigan taking on Los Angeles at home. So we'll make sure we got all of our settings here. We'll play this game at Providence Park. And we'll get that going. So Michigan and Los Angeles are two teams that are kind of interesting, because if we go take a look at the standings for regular season so far, the first thing that kind of jumps out to us is the fact that Los Angeles is in second place, technically by points, but they actually have let up a huge 12 goals, the most in the league, which I guess it's not that giant compared to other teams, but it really applies when you look at how poorly this team actually performs. I mean, Los Angeles has a very dynamic offense. As we've seen, both Los Angeles and Revelstoke are really good. But then we look at Michigan, who actually, overall, is one of the better teams in the league. Another thing to consider here is that Jean-Louis Robotnik didn't do amazing during the preseason, but he's really shown himself in these first 2 games. And maybe it's the fact that the Hellhounds... Maybe it's the fact that the Hellhounds have a little bit better defense after the first week of updates. But I don't know. He's been a brick wall in net lately. And it's been very hard to get some balls past him. So we see here now Kalen Walsh with the ball down low, moves it to Aubrey Rock inside. Sabretooth almost immediately. Starman Jr. just morphed through the net like a Power Ranger. This is interesting. I guess that's his kind of celestial superpower. So Max Bear has the... That's my color commentary. Jesus. I didn't know I could do that. Seamus O'Flanagan, the wild shot. He kind of cuts inside there. Goes a little bit wacky for a second. I'm going to be totally honest with you guys. I'm on new medication, and it makes me feel like I'm way more social. Kyle Sabretooth takes a shot, and Starman Jr. catches the ball. Chris Paul, 4, has it now, moves it up to D1. D1 Coming to the inside, gets it to Max Bear. Max Bear finds Seamus O'Flanagan. Oh, but Sam Penner cuts him off, and then some weird stuff transpires here. He actually snags the back end of his stick here, and then gets laid out. Great play, and then Leo Ramon picks it up, tries to pass it. Example player gets it. Kyle Sabretooth to Sam Penner. Sam Penner takes a shot. Wartooth has the ball now as LA tries to make their way up the field. LA to Max Bear. O'Flanagan's up at the top. Chris Paul has it. He loses it. He's going to try and keep it in, but no. That footwork is not good enough to keep him in bounds. DM21 moves it to Kyle Sabretooth. Sabretooth moving that ball to Penner. Penner gets a little bit of a shove there. Popke Vandermast has it behind the net, moves it to Aubrey Rock. There's still some room in front here. Popke tries to get around. Walsh is going to try and move in. DM, oh! And Michigan gets a field goal. Caleb Walsh with a nice pass. Actually, the bot scoring that field goal. So Michigan's going to have one. Very nice goal put forward by the bot. That would have been highlight reel if it wasn't for the fact that it's a bot. But great setup by Caleb Walsh. That's going to count for 2 assists for him on this week. Oh, Christ. That was my vape being thrown at my keyboard. Okay. So, St. Vicious alone on the inside. Oh, he decides to opt for a pass instead of taking the shot. Max Bear, a little bit of pressure here. He's got a stick on his head. And Jean-Louis Robotnik has the ball now, making an alright save. The Hellhounds are up 2-0 on the Cobras here in this first week. Hellhounds move the ball to OM21. OM21 moves it across to DM22, and the Hellhounds are already getting tired. So are the Cobras, with a lot of bots out here right now. Seamus O'Flanagan has the ball, moves it to St. Vicious. Vicious down to Bear. Bear tries to work inside O'Flanagan to Vicious. Vicious rips a shot, and that's going to go low, and Robotnik will slide in front of that. Ramon has that ball moving it up now. He's going to find OM21. 3 guys set up. Aubrey Rock has it. He has a man behind the net. That's Vandermast. Walsh is on that left side. Walsh cuts in front. Rock takes the shot, but he gets laid out by a small guy, which we can only presume is Jace Kohler. And if this doesn't look like the funniest thing we've ever seen, Jace Kohler adds another highlight reel moment. My cursor is in the way again. How do I disable lock on? Thank God I figured it out. Okay. We see Jace Kohler just right at the kneecap take out Aubrey Rock. Great hit at 2:19. And there's going to be a penalty there on the Michigan Hellhounds for a push from behind. That's going to come on example player. Example player. Vicious moves it behind the net to Bear. Back to Vicious. Oh God. DM21. I can't keep up. There we go. 2:19. First. Jesus Christ, I can't type. Okay. Popke Vandermast has the ball. Moves it to OM21. OM21 to Vandermast. Vandermast is alone, and he finds that top left corner. And the Hellhounds are off to a hot start over LA. They're 3-0. This is a very good start to the game. Vandermast with a beautiful goal. Nice face-off here. Sabretooth wins it. He's going to move that ball inside. Vandermast has it. And he takes another shot. And Vandermast just rips 2 goals in a matter of seconds. And we saw almost an identical play to that last week on our highlight reel. We saw Sabretooth move that ball to Vandermast. And Vandermast just shoot low right off the bat. These 2 guys have some great chemistry going for them. Vandermast and Sabretooth, just a great partnership. And that was 2 short-handed goals just put up by the Michigan Hellhounds. They're up 4-0 here. This is where we see that defense that LA just doesn't have. It's starting to collapse here. I mean, their big units are Jace Kohler and Toki Wartooth, and they're just not performing so far. We haven't seen a whole lot from them. I mean, in our last game, Wartooth was creating a lot of quintessential turnovers that were really important to keeping this game up. And Toki Wartooth, there we go. We got to see a little bit of him there as he knocks out Caleb Walsh down low. Carl Jordan has the ball. He's going to try and move that down Oh, and a hit coming out there. Who did that come from? Probably... Yeah, that's Leo Ramon. Alright, Ramon with that nice hit. Sam Penner now moving the ball up for Michigan. Michigan to Vandermast. Vandermast moves it to Sabretooth. These guys are doing great. Penner loses the ball. Picked up by Horsenuts to D1. And again, we see this short bench that LA has is really doing them some damage. They're not able to get their top guys out there. Vicious with the ball moves it to Seamus O'Flanagan. Back down to Vicious. Max Bear has it now behind the net. Bear to Seamus O'Flanagan, who takes a shot, and Jean-Louis Robotnik now has it. Sabretooth moves the ball up to example player as we look to close out this first quarter with a big goal deficit. Aubrey Rock moves the ball up to Sabretooth. Sabretooth has a man inside. DM21 takes the shot, and Starman comes up big. LA has about 10 seconds to get this ball down the field and get a shot off. All they need is just to get someone in prime shooting position so they don't go into this second quarter at this big deficit, but they can't get it done. And the second quarter will resume with the Hellhounds up 4-0. So Sabretooth and Buckman are set to take this draw here. Sabretooth with a nice clamp pushes it out. And that's a good bite by him, except for LA is going to return it. And Vicious inside. That's another goal that we see where the player gets hit and still manages to score that goal. Leo Ramon with the hit, but St. Vicious with a nice goal there. So we can see Leo Ramon, as we talked about, Leo Ramon and Toki Wartooth, Leo Ramon and example player are both great guys for Michigan, and on the flip side, you've got Toki Wartooth and Jace Kohler, who have both been really great for LA. Sabretooth wins another draw. I think he's one of the only people who's been able to take out Buckman. Aubrey Rock inside takes the shot, but Starman scoops that up. Chris Paul has the ball here now. He's going to move that across the field to Seamus O'Flanagan, who gets inside, and O'Flanagan is going to get that give-and-go pass for a beautiful goal here. Great play by O'Flanagan as he finds his way in tight. That's coming at 4:34 in the second. Ball's inside to Sabretooth. Sabretooth to Vandermast. Vandermast down to Rock. Ball gets worked up by Michigan. You've seen Michigan uses that down low and inside pass all the time to get that guy who's cutting through the middle. That is the way for them to go. LA is going to be down. Horsenuts taking that penalty there. This is how they score almost all of their goals, is by getting that guy inside and working right around the goalie's crease. Toki Wartooth with the ball now. He's going to move that to Chris Paul. Chris Paul needs to find a guy. He's got a little bit of pressure coming here. He gets to Carl Jordan, who's a little bit under fire. He actually had 2 men on him there. Carl Jordan trying to find somewhere to dump that ball. And they're just going to end up having to take the shot as Robotnik makes a nice and easy save. And the ball gets recovered by the Hellhounds as they move it back up the field. Michigan has the ball below the net. That's the most dangerous place for this team to have it. It goes to OM21 to Walsh, who's been a deadly crease shooter. And Starman comes out of his net. And actually, Starman gets hit by Caleb Walsh here. And Caleb Walsh will take a penalty. Ball is coming to LA. St. Vicious has it. And he gets decked almost immediately after getting that pass by Leo Ramon, who is just racking up the hits this game. A21 has the ball. Moves it out to DM22. DM22 gives it to Kyle Sabretooth. Sabretooth back up to DM, and he gets hit by OM, and the ball is back into Vicious on the crease, but he has to take a little shot there, and it kind of gets shoveled right into the waiting stick of Michigan's goaltender here. DM21 moves the ball down to Popke Vandermast, who almost backs out of the field. A21 trying to find a guy. Aubrey Rock is down along that crease. Vandermast has no one. He has no one inside, but A21, who manages to put it in himself, and Michigan sees themselves up 5-2 here. Vandermast with a great assist there. Another draw going down here. Buckman wins another face-off. Buckman moves it to Seamus O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan's going to move that ball down to St. Vicious. Vicious hasn't been at the top of his game like we saw in preseason. He's still been pretty solid, Robotnik making an easy picked off pass there. And that ball is going to move back up the field in Michigan possession. Sam Penner has it now. He's going to try and find a guy down on the low. Callum Walsh has it to Sal Sabretooth. Sabretooth trying to find someone in there. Aubrey Rock takes a shot, but Starman Jr. gets in the way. And, you know, we saw the Cobras who have that really strong offense just aren't performing this game. They aren't stacking up, except for here is DM22 who rips a shot, and Robotnik slides in front. Robotnik having another really good game. And I think that's where it's going to really be, is that, you know, Michigan doesn't allow their opponents to get in close. They keep those guys pushed out. They make sure that they're pushing anybody who comes inside that crease, and we see that every time St. Vicious tries to cut inside, and that's the difference here. Sam Penner scoring a great goal, and even if you just watch this, you can see Michigan's defenders can't hold them off from getting inside that 24-foot. Every time that Vicious comes inside, every time that Jordan tries to step inside, you've got a Michigan defender who's ready to hit them, ready to knock that stick and get that ball loose. And that's why Michigan is doing so well here. Their defense is performing extremely good. And this is where we see that defense really beats offense. LA just doesn't have the defense to keep these fast guys out of the net. And Hellhounds just put in goal after goal after goal. Vandermast is up to, I think, 4 points this game now. At least 3 goals here, and he's having a hell of a night. Vandermast is just on fire. And this is where we see Michigan, they're not necessarily winning all the most games, but when they match up against a team like LA, they get to take these wins because LA is just so offense oriented. They don't have that defensive presence. Callum Walsh has the ball behind the net to Vandermast, who steps inside. That's going to be I don't know why they always hit me with these random violations. That's a crease violation, but they gave him a time violation call. Chris Paul has the ball. There was a hit, but was it a hit? Was it a hit? Was it? Was it? Was it? I think it was. What the happened? He just kind of backpedaled. Aubrey Rock with a hit. And Michigan is out to a wide lead. But you watch this guy in here. He gets immediately pushed out. As soon as he tries to go for a shot, someone is on him. There's 2 guys on him. Michigan's just hard hitting. They go right in for that ball. And they're not letting anyone inside. But you watch Sam Penner. He just walks in. He's all by himself. No one plays that body on him. They're good at keeping people outside. They're not good at actually keeping them once they're inside from scoring. This is Chris Paul. Horsenuts moves the ball up to Toki Wartooth. Wartooth to D2. D2 trying to find a man. Finds St. Vicious down low. Vicious gets murdered. And this is what we're talking about. This hard-hitting gameplay is what's really allowing, you know, Michigan to shine. It's forcing LA to take their shots from worse positions, and they're just not capitalizing. OM21 working his way inside by himself. Not any real pressure, a little bit of shoving there. But, you know, this is, I think, going to be the meta. Is it's going to be that hard-hitting defense that can really force teams. And just as I'm saying that, LA has a guy walk inside and score. That assist coming from... That assist coming up top from Chris Paul. So no one important, but LA gets a little bit closer on that. It's going to be 7-3. Sabretooth wins the draw to Penner. OM21 has it here now. Moves the ball across to Popke Vandermast. Vandermast to DM21, and there's some silence there as they take a second to figure out what they're going to do. And I guess their decision was shoot. And now we're probably going to see a long bomb pass here by LA, trying to get this down the field quick. They have 2 seconds to make a shot. D1 wings one from the outside. His shot's just too weak. It's not going to do anything important. Michigan and the Cobras return for the second half with the Hellhounds up 7-3. Ben Buckman wins the draw and gets his ground ball. D1 has it here as he tries to find someone inside. Max Bear has it down low, moves it to Carl Jordan. St. Vicious sitting up at the top. He is the guy that they want to give it to, but Sabretooth picks up that ball and passes it to himself. I guess that he is playing now. The forwards are not playing Fogo. They're playing Foso. Hopkey Vandermast has it, moves it down low to Aubrey Rock, but Horsenuts gets a hit, and we're seeing that LA, all of their defense is coming from the guys who aren't real defense this game. Wartooth and Kohler just aren't doing great. Vicious on the inside there. Robotnik moves that ball to Leo Ramon. Leo Ramon to Kyle Sabertooth. Sabertooth moves it to Sam Penner. Penner down low to Popke Vandermast. Vandermast we haven't seen in a little bit here. We haven't seen him since the start of that first quarter. Or the start of the second quarter there. We haven't seen a whole lot of him since his last goal. Seamus O'Flanagan moves that ball to D1. Who moves it back up to Chris Paul. To O'Flanagan, who's down on the inside. Paul takes a shot, and he finds the back of the net. As he gets hit, O'Flanagan is going to pick up an assist on that one. And the hit comes from D21. And we return to play here. Ben Buckman wins a draw, and Brian Cobalt's going to swoop in to pick up that ground ball. So now we see as players get more tired, you know, the attackers for LA, and now that they're recharged, they have a little bit more of an opportunity to utilize that speed that they have. And these transition guys are tired. Penner is absolutely exhausted. OM21, he's cutting down fast. Aubrey Rock is tired down low. Walsh is tired down low. Michigan has worked their guys too hard. Vandermast is sitting down there, and he's almost dead. Aubrey Rock with the ball to DM21, and we see Michigan just is too tired to be playing those guys playing hard down low. Wartooth to Chris Paul. DM1 has the ball. He's going to try and find a guy in front. He finds Max Bear. Bear to Paul. Paul to O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan takes a wide shot that goes barreling out, but that's going to be the closest player is a Cobra, so they recover at 10 seconds on the shot clock. And OM21 is going to move that ball up for the Hellhounds. So down low, Kalen Walsh has it. Kalen Walsh gets hit, and he gets hit by Jace Kohler. You can just tell by the way that he looks. Little dude. Jace Kohler adding another hit. Carl Jordan to St. Vicious. Vicious gets hit, and that's going to be example player. And now Michigan gets an opportunity to move that ball back up. Kalen Walsh has it. Tries to find a guy in front. Drops the ball. Lots of pressure by LA's defender there. Kohler with it. I think his stick is taller than he is. Chris Paul has the ball now. Moves it to St. Vicious. Vicious to O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan needs somebody in front. Vicious moves that ball back down to Max Bear. And there's just no one opening up that inside lane. And that's the big problem here. We can see there's double team on that guy on the inside, which would have been a sitting O'Flanagan who just couldn't get an opportunity to get out in the open because the Hellhounds played that hard house defense. DM22 to Popke Vandermast. Vandermast to Sam Penner. Penner to Sabertooth. Sabertooth. And that shot gets deflected straight off Starman Jr. Such a close save there. DM1 with the ball. He's going to try and find a guy inside. There's that cutter, Chris Paul. And as we talked about, as soon as that cutter comes inside, he gets knocked to the ground. No chance. They aren't giving up anything. Ball's going to be behind the net for the Hellhounds. Going to move to DM21. DM21 moves it to Kyle Sabertooth, who's been really, really strong so far this season. Who's got it to Sam Penner. Penner to Kalen Walsh, who's now playing up top. Penner's inside. Penner tries to rip a shot, but Cobalt gets in the way. Chris Paul to D1. D1 to Max Bear. He's alone, but he doesn't get it off. And we're going to see a crease violation on LA, so that's going to be Michigan ball here. Ball goes to D24. D24 moves that ball up to Sabertooth. Sabertooth finds his man in OM. OM moves it across to Sam Penner. Penner finds it to Aubrey Rock. Down behind the net, that's going to be Kalen Walsh sitting on that left side. We've got Vandermast in the middle here. Sabertooth can rip it to Rock. Rock moves it down to Vandermast. Walsh sitting like a little duck in the center. He needs to try and get that. It's a deflection. LA has the ball. They're moving it back up. And we see a lot of momentum coming from LA here. They have, I think, 4 goals in a row without any interruptions from the Hellhounds now. And they can really take this momentum and come back with it. Vicious, part of that play there. D1, ball gets deflected to Max Bear, moves it to Jordan. Some quick passing here. And a shot comes from far outside, but LA can't capitalize. And they're looking like they might be heading into this final quarter down by 3 goals. OM21 has the ball, moves it to OM22, down to Aubrey Rock. Rock is going to try and dance that crease. Walsh has it down low. He could cut in. He has the size. Vandermast takes a shot, and Starman Jr. makes the save. We have just a couple seconds left in this third quarter. Can LA make a play here? They have 2 seconds left. Carl Jordan needs a shot, and Chris Paul, the pass is up there, and we will head into the fourth quarter with the same deficit of 7-4. Hellhounds win another face-off here. Sabretooth wins it, but Bear actually gets the ball. Moves it to Jordan. Looked like he was going to take a shot there. A little bit of a trick pass. Vicious has the ball. He's kind of struggling with that defender there of Michigan. Jordan moves it to O'Flanagan. O'Flanagan takes a shot, and that is another field goal by LA. They are up to 3. So obviously, this strategy of Michigan trying to keep them from playing inside just doesn't work against a team like LA, who has those outside shooters like O'Flanagan. And this game is back to being very, very close. We saw a huge initial performance by Michigan, but just they got into this point where their offense is too tired to keep playing. Ben Buckman has it, moves it to St. Vicious. Vicious scores, and it's 7-7. This game is all tied up just like that. This is lacrosse, ladies and gentlemen. Teams just, it's such a back and forth game. This is the thing. You're always going to have these little upsets, these close games, because everything can change with momentum. You're not going to see, teams get just absolutely murdered all the time, because you're going to have teams that can pick up some goals, and once you get going, you can't be stopped. Rock to Walsh. Walsh the shot, and we can see just the way that these Michigan guys are playing. They're not so fast on that crease. They don't cut across as much. They're not playing as hard on the inside. That advantage that they had before is gone, and they're allowing LA to now get these outside shots and be in prime position for goals. That's a nice hit put forward by there. Right by D23 straight into the crease. Robotnik has the ball, and this is a close game, 7-7. We actually just saw a game that was near this same score, so we're going to see 2 very similar games this week. Kalen Walsh has the ball, moves it to Sam Penner. Penner to Sabretooth. Sabretooth to DM. DM around his back, but Starman will make that save. Chris Paul with the ball now. Finds a streaking D2. D2 takes the shot, but he gets flattened by, I think that's Leo Ramon. Yep. Leo Ramon making another big hit for Michigan. Ball comes inside. DM22 has it. He moves it to Popke Vandermast. Vandermast is going to be looking for his third. Sabretooth has it. Takes a wild shot. That's not even going to be a shot on goal. That goes all the way out. Starman just stopping it. Chris Paul has the ball now. He's going to try and find somebody on the front. This is a close game. Both teams are looking to get just some little bit of a goal here. Jean-Louis Robotnik falls back into that save. Sam Penner has it here now. He's going to move that ball up to Kyle Sabretooth. Kyle Sabretooth has a couple of offensive weapons on. Streaking OM22. Takes the shot. Starman Jr. is there to block it, though. A real good idea for Michigan is to get a nice midfielder who can take that spot, because right now they're playing with one lacking midfielder. Max Bear gets put down, but Carl Jordan scores, and LA's offense is just too good. Jordan is such a good player on the inside. And, we saw this hit come from D23. It wasn't enough to stop this. Jordan is able to come pick up that ball and scoop up that goal. Great play by the Cobras here. And they're up to an 8-7 lead. Selic fighting for this draw. Or, sorry, not Selic. Sabretooth. Sabretooth wins it. Finds his guy, Vandermast. Vandermast moves it down to Aubrey Rock. Aubrey Rock, he has Sabretooth in front. Doesn't look like he's going to use him here. Walsh has it. Walsh is down low, loses the ball, and Popke Vandermast picks it up. OM21 on the inside. It's deflected. Buckman has it. Moves it to Chris Paul 4. Chris Paul has a guy coming off the sideline here. Doesn't use him. Uses Max Bear. Deflection. Carl Jordan has it and loses the ball. Example player with a nice created turnover. Leo Ramon working that ball up. Sam Penner has it now. He's going to move it down. The Hellhounds, who were previously had a huge lead, no longer even close to that giant advantage that they had before. They lost all that momentum that they had when their players got tired. They worked that offense too hard down low. They didn't have the stamina to keep up with it. Vicious on the inside takes a shot. Robotnik is there to make the save. Sam Penner works his way in. Kalen Walsh has the ball, moves it to DM22. There's a big save by Starman Jr. there. Ball's coming up. Seamus O'Flanagan has it. He's under a ton of pressure. Chris Paul 4 trying to work that ball across. Gets it to Max Bear. He needs to get that down low. They're going to work that to probably Jordan behind the net here. Jordan is back there. Jordan comes in front to Max Bear, and Bear gets flattened. Michigan is still hard on defense. They're not letting up anything here. This is not going to be an easy win. There's going to be a lot of bruised ribs and broken wrists after this game, with tons of slashes, tons of hits coming in. We see Jace Kohler putting on some pressure, and Michigan gives away a bad possession there. Horse nuts to Chris Paul 4 as they move the ball up. D1 has it. He gets hit again. There is nothing that is stopping these Michigan players from just absolutely flattening over and over and over again. Ball comes back. Aubrey Rock. It's a 2-on-2 here. This is one of the craziest breaks we've seen so far. Walsh has it. Moves it to Penner. There's a guy on the inside. Aubrey Rock on the outside. If they score a field goal here, the Hellhounds will be in position to win this game. Chris Paul IV has the ball. He's going to try and find someone. They need to get this game all tied up. DM2 on the inside. Moves it down to Carl Jordan. Carl Jordan to Seamus O'Flanagan. Flanagan walks in, but he can't score. And Michigan has 30 seconds to try and tie this game up. Sam Penner has the ball. Finds a DM21 streaking on the inside. Penner has it. He works it across to Vandermaas. Vandermaas shoots. But Starman Jr. makes another huge save, and LA just has to work this clock down. These long passes, just trying to get the ball downfield. Vicious could take a shot here. Oh, this ball's going to have a chance to come back up now. Michigan's going to be able to move it. Can Michigan tie that up off that early shot by Vicious? They have 6 seconds to do it, and Walsh gets hit. Toki Wartooth seals up the game, and that will end this competition. A great one put forward by Los Angeles and Michigan. We saw 2 close games this week, both of them with pretty decently high scores. And, you know, we have to see how close these teams really are. There's some disparities, there's some patterns that we can recognize, and there's some things we can see. We can look at how successful Michigan's offense is on that inside. And we will snip these stats here. Alright, we'll finish snipping up these stats here. A little bit left. Make sure you guys all get to see this stuff here. Of course, you can always come back and you can watch the VOD if you missed your guys' stats in each game. They're all going to be saved here. And that is the end. So thank you guys for tuning in again. This has been a great week of lacrosse. Super happy to have all of you guys here. Thank you guys all for watching. Have a good rest of your night.